Are we on?
I think we are on.
All right. Geek Goonz, episode 18.
Of 18.
Yes, we can count. This is episode 18. I kind of want to get a little bit of we got to start it off this way anyway. We'll get the sad shit out of the way first. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy.
Get a little closer, baby.
Original voice of Batman. What do you mean?
Get a little closer. I want you to say it with
Nah, what the fuck you want me to say? Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. The original voice of Batman. I don't know if he's the original voice, but he's definitely was a main player. A main voice, you know. A lot of people grew up with him. We grew up with him.
He was definitely the staple voice of Batman.
Yeah, in such a young age. He died at 66. That's depressing. Especially when my mom just turned 65 the other day.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, mom.
I was about to say, that's looking for black people to get that old.
Yeah, 66 is that's so young on a grand scale of things. But
from what I understand, he was battling with
yeah, I think he was
cancer.
battling cancer. Which, you know, they said, and hopefully there's some lightness to the end of it. You know, they said we're supposed to maybe have a vaccine for cancer around 2030, which is fucking incredible that we're living to the point.
Like cancer in general, or just like a specific type of cancer?
Nigga, they just wrote I can't remember exactly from the article, but they just listed it off as like a full vaccine for cancer. And I'm gonna be honest with you, any form of cancer you give a vaccine to it, I'm with the shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna wait. Like I ain't waiting.
I'm not waiting on shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I was the first motherfucker to get the COVID vaccine, but some shit called a cancer vaccine, like it's some shit. I'm gonna wait to see the side effects on two things.
Hey, listen,
a HIV vaccine and cancer vaccine.
If they tell me, God forbid, yo, you got cancer. All right, brother, what you got? What we trying? Like, what we figuring out?
It's not gonna work if you got it. It's made to prevent you from getting it.
Well, shit, nigga. Hopefully, I don't. Hopefully, this shit reverses it, brings the shit backwards, something.
Reese, that option ain't for us. We black.
Yeah, you're right. We get the cut version. We get the cut down version of the vaccine. But yeah, rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. It makes it sad when you think about it, because hopefully they find a cure to cancer or something. I
would have poured my drink out for my boy, but I don't want to have to clean it up afterwards.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about it. You know, it's kind of sucks, because if they do come out with a vaccine or a cure for cancer, you know, God willing, it'll be really sad when you think about how many people lost their lives to it, and how long it took us to kind of figure it out, which sucks. But I guess you can't really control the time at which you live. So rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. And on from that, I think we move over to another person who unfortunately passed away from cancer, Chadwick Bozeman, and the latest sequel of his movie, because I think I can still call it his movie, the latest sequel of his
legacy.
Movie, of his legacy, right?
Part of his legacy.
Part of his legacy, because he has done a lot of.
He has played in a lot of other roles.
He's done a lot.
He should also be remembered for as well.
He did a great job as James Brown. That was like what kind of put him on the map for me. He was really theatrical as James Brown. Great performance. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther 2 came out this weekend. I took my mom for her birthday. It was her first time being in an IMAX theater. I did not know that. And I didn't know that until we sat down inside the theater.
Wow, what is Reese doing with his mom?
I know, right? I was like, I thought that was so cool.
You see the 3D one?
No, fuck no. I don't like 3D. But I sit down in the movie theater and I turn to my mom and I was like, yeah, the movie's about to start. You know, I get her snacks she wants. You know, I kind of try to make her have the full experience.
Did you see her? Did she see? Did the Avatar trailer play?
Yes, all of it played.
Look good, didn't it?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Did you see the first one?
Yeah,
the first movie.
No, I haven't seen it yet. No, I'm gonna watch it, bro. The movie comes out in December.
Right, the shit come out next month.
I know it does. That's why I'm gonna see it this month. So
do you want to borrow my extended?
I don't care. It's up to you.
I'm definitely gonna see as long as you get this shit back.
I'm definitely gonna see this shit. I'm sure it's on some streaming service too, by the way. But took my mom to see Black Panther. It was her first time being in an IMAX theater. which I recorded it because that moment just kind of stuck out to me a little bit. I felt special. I felt it was a special moment. I was happy to watch her kind of look around and be kind of in amazement of like, damn, like this shit is fucking huge.
Would you mind if I put this? Would you mind if I put it at the end of the video podcast?
What?
Your mom seeing?
Oh yeah, I'll send you the video. It's kind of a short video, and I hope it doesn't spoil anything from the movie. It doesn't. I don't think it does.
My boy over here bootlegging the movie.
No, I didn't. That's what I was trying to make sure of. But she saw it. Well, I saw it with her, and it was awesome. I walked away from this movie with a review of 10 out of 10. Yeah, I didn't have an issue with it, honestly. Which really disappointed me because I get online, I talked to some friends of mine, and I was just talking to a guy before I got here, and he's like, that shit was a 6. Whoa. Hold your horses, guy. Like, I definitely felt it was a 10. My mom thought it was a 10. Some other people I saw thought it was a 10. Some mixed reviews on the internet I've seen said it was a 10. And then I see this other side of it, and a lot of people are saying it's a 6. So as we get into the film, I kind of want to get your rating on it. Since before we talk. Actually, well, let's pause. Mr. TK, have you seen the movie?
Yes.
All right. Describe the opening.
See, I don't want to spoil it.
Describe the ending.
I don't want to
spoil it. The post-credits. Horse shit.
Okay, I described the post-credits.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I forget her name, but Shuri.
Yep.
She is on the beach.
All right.
And she meets the... Spoiler alert, just in case motherfuckers haven't seen it. The son...
You haven't seen it, nigga.
Shut the fuck up. The son of fucking T'Challa.
All right.
Which is also called T'Challa.
Probably Junior or some shit.
This is second apparently, but yeah, and she makes a decision, or the decision is made that he remains living where he is. He doesn't. He's introduced to Wakanda.
80. And
to me, it was the most under the table. We're gonna recast this guy, but not recast this guy type of shit that I've ever seen in my fucking life.
First off, nigga never seen it.
Okay. First of all.
Second,
can you at least not see how that can sort of seem like a little bit scummy?
So,
like y'all say,
I don't think it's scummy. I took it as this. When I saw that scene, I took this as okay. Eventually, we're going to move past. Should this be a spoiler? This should be a spoiler alert episode. Fuck it. Why not? Black Panther came out. You know, if you don't want to be spoiled for the movie, then kind of skip this episode.
I mean, at the point, it's been probably like 2 weeks at the point of this release.
True.
Yeah.
So, in this movie, I think that because we see Shuri take on the mantle of the Black Panther,
she does not want to be queen.
She kind of does it toward the middle end of the movie, which I was fine with because the movie held up, which is the entire time for most part for me. I think what we'll see here is, hey, Shuri takes on the mantle of Black Panther in this one. I think she'll do it one more time for Black Panther 3, and I think we see no more Shuri as Black Panther. A couple reasons. I don't think that the actor who played Shuri, I don't think that she necessarily wanted to be this main role of, hey, I'm the new star of this. I don't think she wanted that. And I think that it's not necessarily fitting. I think that this is just a good piece to see someone else take on the mantle of Black Panther, and then we'll see it move on to someone else. So I say she's Black Panther in this movie, maybe in the third one, and I think as this trilogy ends, we won't see her as Black Panther anymore. Not for like her not doing it well enough. I just think that it'll be the wiser choice to just move on and put somebody else in.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So you don't see like 5-6 years from now, you won't be like, come on, man. Like if you look into a crystal ball, you be like, okay, you see Black Panther on the screen, and it's like T'Challa just second.
I would be pissed.
And they're just like, hey, what's up, T'Challa? And it's like come on, we know there's gonna eventually happen.
No, I hope not, because I would be pissed.
And apparently at some point they plan to do some type of time skip or time jump.
You know what I really thought? I told the dude I was talking to about this. I was like, I thought that end credit scene, I thought that shit was the corniest shit ever. I hate when motherfuckers decide, hey, yo, we're gonna pull somebody's long lost son into it. Same issue I had with Bad Boys for Life. Why the fuck did Mike Lowry have a son out of nowhere?
It did. That did,
Bro,
right? It's where it
no.
made a little bit of sense.
Nigga.
Because he thought she was dead.
That was trash. Like, I thought that I hate it. It always feels so cheesy and so corny the moment they decide they want to say, you have a long lost son.
Was
that
it
you
cheesy
never
in Star
knew.
Wars?
Probably, yes. They probably accepted that shit, but it was probably cheesier then. But like, I don't like that idea of like, yeah, and you have a son. And then it's like, dun, dun, dun.
What if it's like, one, what if it's a daughter? And two, what if it's like, it's been hinted at earlier? Like, it's like building up to it throughout the front of the game.
Cool. Not mad at that.
But if it's just like out of nowhere.
Bad Boys for Life did not do that. Wakanda Forever, or Black Panther in general, anything that Black Panther was in, never hinted at this man having a child.
So this man, I mean, granted the circumstances.
I get the circumstances.
In the lore of the Black Panther, this man is skimped off, got a little tail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm fine with it, especially because of, like I said, all that we lost with Chadwick Bozeman. I get that we have to kind of fill in the blanks and start making filling in some places that he wasn't able to, which is cool. Don't give the man a child or something like that. I just don't.
And for one, he does have a child in the comics, but for fuck's sake, don't name the guy T'Challa, because we know what you're gonna do with him. We know what you're gonna do with him. In 5 to 6 years, you're gonna be having him on screen, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, T'Challa," like, "Hey, you're gonna be acting like ain't shit."
Don't make him a junior, yo. That's
like
ass.
and that's my biggest issue. Like, okay, if you say you're not gonna recast him, stick to this shit 100%. Don't be like, we're gonna not recast him, but we're gonna have someone with the exact same name.
Yeah, I don't
eventually take up the exact same mantle. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Come on.
And in this movie, to that point, as I was going into the movie, I saw Caleb. I was like, "What's up, bro?" And he's like,
he was leaving as you was going.
Nah, he's coming in.
Yeah. Same movie.
Same movie.
It's quite.
And when we were seeing it, I was talking to him, and I was telling him about how I screenshot.
Y'all sit next to each other?
Nah, I was sitting with my fucking mom.
But I'm saying, I just didn't know if y'all just happened to sit next to each other. So were you like messaging him or?
No. It was just kind of like, all right, I'll see you afterwards. I saw him before, and I was letting him know that I screenshotted one of his posts that he had wrote about Black Panther, and I was going to read it after the movie to kind of like give my opinion.
Was it second time seeing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Second time seeing it. He did let me know that. And he was saying he had some discrepancies about it. I can't remember too much off the top of my head, but I think that they did an okay job with this one. Just kind of this movie is without Chadwick Boseman entirely, obviously.
Yeah.
They open the movie with a really heartfelt. All the emotions in this movie are entirely raw. They're real. You feel it. You feel the weight of it. They do a great job of honoring Chadwick by opening it up with how they did it. Even how they kind of killed him off essentially, right, in the MCU. I think they did a good job of that.
Which I think it's a little bit like, okay, there's one thing to kill off the fictional character that he portrayed, but I think it's dangerous when you make it mimic so closely to real. Yeah, because then it's like,
I disagree there.
It's like, okay, it's like if I was writing a story about Reese.
Yeah.
Well, if I was writing a story of the character that you play, Reese, and you died, which I would be very destroyed, but you died, and I mimic that character's fate, details to yours, and then it comes to a point where am I mourning Reese or this character?
I think that's to that point. I think that was the good thing about Black Panther that they did, because they opened it up and immediately the first thing you hear is Shuri praying. She's like, God, if you I would never question your existence again if you let my brother live through this, right? So it's this high stress environment they open up to where she's trying to recreate the herb, the purple herb that gives Black Panther's powers and everything like that to kind of save him, right? And you never, hear Chadwick, you never see him, you just kind of hear the hustle and bustle of it. But I think it was poignant because it was kind of like that thing where it was like, if we could have saved Chadwick in this exact same fashion, we would have taken it, right? Like humanity would have taken this opportunity to say, hey, let me create something to save your life. And it all fits beautifully within the lore of the MCU, without giving him something like tragic, right? They didn't say what he died of. They just said his illness, which I thought was beautiful. I think that that was a good way of doing it.
I know it's just like really scary though. Like
I think that's important.
This is just really scary though when like you mimic fiction so close to real. It's just become like this blurred.
How would you
line.
prefer it?
Like I don't even mind if they killed him off. Like they could have had him die off screen like they did, but just like not mimic
die in battle. I think
it's just.
I think, but see, I think the reason I think that it made more sense to have him pass in that way, is because it's kind of like in order to have the movie kind of evoke those true emotions, right? Every time that Shuri's crying on screen, you can tell that she's crying and mourning for the true Chadwick, that he's not here to fulfill this, and it's nothing she could do about it, right? In this world, we're not gonna say he died in battle. We're not gonna say he died in a fight. We're not gonna say he just disappeared.
But he did die in a battle.
I mean, he did in the you're talking about in the previous movies?
No, I'm talking about in real life. He did die in battle.
He died with illness, right? So I think in saying that, hey, he died of this illness that we could not cure,
that he was fighting against.
I think the best way for them, I think they did it in the best way possible. I honestly do. I think that was the smartest way to do it. It's like, hey, let's mimic this. Let's mimic if we could have saved him from an illness, how we have done it. We would have done it with this. We couldn't, and unfortunately,
it's just
I don't see a problem with it.
We're using the real emotions.
Yeah, life mimics art.
Where you're using the
Art
real
mimics
emotions
life.
to portray the death of a fictional character and pull those same emotions. I'm not saying like it's a bad or good thing. I'm just saying in general, it's like a very
it leaves
dangerous.
A bad taste. I don't know.
I'm not saying not bad. It's just like a very dicey, dangerous. Like it's not like I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. It just feels like a gray area. It just feels like a gray. That's all I'm saying. It just feels like a gray area to me. It feels like an area that like if I were to step on, like I would be like.
So I would agree with you if we were talking about rest in peace Paul Walker. If we were talking about that, right? The way he passed, Fast and Furious in itself, the movie's name, the title of it, right? The what they do within that movie. If they had ended his character off in a way that was like that, that would have been in bad taste. I think I would feel the same way that
even if it was off screen.
Now. Even if it was off screen, I think I would have felt the way about that. It would have still make some sort of sense to me. I wouldn't have personally liked it.
But what would have been a difference?
I think
honestly, I can argue.
I think the difference would be
in that film's case, it would have made more sense considering they're like I personally wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't do that. But I think
the difference of it is.
And actually, I prefer how they did it a little bit more than how that Black Panther did.
I think I look at it like this.
It was a proper send off.
It was a proper send off for both, in my opinion, truthfully.
And honestly, quick off. But did you hear they tried that? I think it's The Rock. It might be Dwayne, or it might be Vin Diesel that's trying to push to have this man's character back in the movie.
I fucking hope not.
Yeah. I think it's because like his mom said he wanted to be in there.
I mean, cool, and I truthfully miss Paul Walker because he was
like y'all gave the man a proper send off. Just leave it.
Paul Walker, to that point, I think it would have been, to me, it would have felt in bad taste if they had done Paul Walker that way, because Paul Walker died it was tragic and abrupt. It's one of those things where it's like, you cannot account for this. This person was not sick. This person was not. Chadwick Bozeman, right? He was a person who knew he was ill and chose to keep that to himself, right? He kept that between him and his wife. He didn't even tell Ryan Coogler, the director. He didn't even know that Chadwick was sick.
But to add to that, like, which this right here is hearsay, but like, a lot of people feel that he wouldn't have gotten like the MCU wouldn't have invested in him.
They wouldn't have, and I think he know that. I think he knew that,
and a lot of people wouldn't have invested in him that knew he was sick, and see that.
And I think that was really smart of Chadwick, and I think that he gave something. I think in that right, he got his last laugh, not in a way where he's trying to be like a manipulative or a vindictive sort of way, but just kind of the last laugh and like, don't judge me based on what you think, right? If he had said, hey, I'm dealing with this before he took Black Panther, they probably wouldn't have given him Black Panther, right? He wouldn't have had his opportunity, but he allowed himself to constantly be just who he is and still hold the role, and they had to figure it out in his passing, which I think that he lived his life exactly the way that he wanted. I applaud that move, actually. I applaud it.
And I
wish you would have told Ryan Coogler though, but
just in the aspect of like producers and shit, like it makes you wonder, like, do y'all like knowing that they wouldn't have had him, like, do they
give a fuck?
Yeah.
No. I think you can think about that with any job, right? Any job you pretty much have, I think, unfortunately, it's kind of that old saying where they say, yeah, hey, you can get killed today, but we're going to fill in your position by like next week. Unfortunately, as unfortunate as that is.
And that's my issue is that like not with the actors or anything, but with like them, like with the fact that Chadwick Boseman had to keep his illness private to get this job, and them saying, yeah, we care about him, we're not going to recast him, and then they turn around and recast him, and also under the same way.
Him being sick before his casting, that part I'm not 100% clear on, but I definitely know that he knew he was sick around some of the Civil War, Endgame, all of that stuff. Which I'll be honest with you, I'm still not mad at it because he was able to.
No, I'm not mad at him. I'm saying,
and I don't think
it's just like it makes me like question the intentions of like the studios and stuff. Like it makes you see through that when they say, "Oh, we're not gonna recast him," and they turn around and recast him under the table. And like, all right, I know y'all didn't really care. Y'all would have hired him.
I'll even shoot the studio some bail, right? I'll shoot them some bail because I'll say it like this: if you're a business and you're thinking to yourself, "Hey, I'm recasting this character for the next 5 to 7 years, or I'm casting this person for the next 5 to 7 years," and you know that they have a sickness that may take them out within the next 3. It does not make sense business-wise to cast that person if you're looking at the longevity. That's from the business standpoint, so I 100% understand it, right?
I do applaud him though for getting that sneak on their ass.
I do.
Because I mean, like,
I don't even think it was in a way where it was being malicious. I think it was in a way of saying, like, I want my art and my creativity to be at the forefront rather than what I'm dealing with. Not my illness, to be the issue. I want my acting skills to be the focus, right?
And honestly, I think he was hoping that like he was gonna pull through.
Yeah, best case scenario, I pull through and I continue this, right? Yeah. And then in another universe, God willing, we have a Chadwick Boseman that sees his career out. And, he's able to say at the end of his career, hey, I was dealing with illness at one point and I made it through and you guys never even knew about it. It just kind of blew past. Like I was able to get through it. That would have been best case scenario.
You want to know literally like reading what almost made me cry?
What?
It was before even all this Black Panther 2 stuff came out or whatever. It was when I was reading I think it was an interview that he had with his brother, and and his brother had told him that he was praying for him, and his brother told him to stop praying for him because that's what's keeping him here.
Oh yeah, I did.
And I was
that
like,
was depressing. Yeah, I did read that.
I was like, like how like
tired you must be.
Like at your end, and you gotta be to say like, don't pray for me anymore. Like, oh, like I don't want to fight anymore. Like,
That was
like
I think I read that.
That shit broke my fucking heart. I was like I remember I was reading that article. I had to I think I was on my computer or my phone, but I had to close out of it. I had to just like close out. Just like, I can't read it. Like I can't read anymore.
Yeah. Yes. 100%. I definitely read that. Something beautiful about the way that Chadwick left, though. I'll be honest with you. Illness all in the same, and it's sad, of course, but I honor the way that he was able to kind of do it in silence and still push through and put so much greatness out, because he was still acting, still writing. Shout out Chadwick. And even to pull it back to Black Panther, as they get through, his death, and they kind of announce it, and they do a beautiful job of honoring him, and in the movie, of like showing his picture up on the wall, and having the people of Wakanda kind of come together, and it was really beautiful. It was really beautiful. Yeah, they did a really good job of honoring him throughout this movie. They also, even to that point, right? Like, even to move past Chadwick, right? Not to make this so somber throughout the entire time. But this movie had a lot of great things to it. One of the greatest things to me was the villain, Namor. That boy is a beast. I need to see more of him. Namor was awesome. He was incredible. He was the villain that I needed that.
I'm glad they kept him as a mutant.
Yes, I'm glad they kept him as a mutant. And Black Panther, they've always done a great job of kind of like giving those feels of like world building for Black Panther. I think they've done a good job at that. Namor, he did great. Talakan looks beautiful. I would love to see more of Namor. And Namor was not fucking around. Like, he was just, yo, I'm for real. Like, I don't care about the surface world, to be honest with you. Like, I just care about this. Where I'm at.
You know, like I even outside of that, I'm pretty sure you've seen in your timeline of like bitches talking about Namor.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I thought, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought I was gonna see more of that. I didn't see it. I haven't looked at it.
It may be because I got like a lot of women friends on Facebook, but like, man, like, bro, like, this is one girl I know that like she's like gay, and she's like, every time he came on screen, I could feel the gay leaving my body, and I was just like,
yeah, Namor was awesome, man. He was a beast. Even that entire thing of having them kind of like both have, like, Wakanda was faced with something that was really cool. They'd never faced a enemy who had vibranium as they did, right? And then you have Namor in here coming out, and he has the same weapons. Not the same weapons, but the same strength in weapons, which was really cool to watch them have to face that. And they did a really good job of kind of ironing it out.
Speaking of movies, have you seen the trailer for John Wick 4?
No, I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it. We can kind of discuss that one, I think. Yeah, I bet it's crazy. They can't keep coming out with John Wicks, though.
All I'm going to tell you is this. Imagine if you were wanted by the entire world and someone said, all right, I'll make you a deal. To beat this person in a duel, fuck it. I'll let all that shit go, but you got to help run the shit.
All right, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. I do want to see how they advance the John Wick story. I do want to see that.
Like, it's just like,
do you think they come out with a John Wick 5?
Like, I gotta see 4 before I say that, but I'm gonna say this: every movie they expand the lore, and they give his character more depth.
Yeah.
Like, and there's one thing that I think that really carries John Wick is that, yeah, they have some pretty amazing kills, is that the story really holds up together. Like, they know, like, people enjoy the kills, but they don't just be like, yeah, we know people are here for the kills, so we're just gonna throw any story. They really put depth in the story.
I like how they ended up building on it. Thank goodness they ended up building on it.
You see 3, right?
Yeah, I've seen 3.
Yeah, okay.
I'm glad they started building on it because obviously one can think that hey, it's only so far you can go with a movie that is based on a person that's just fucking getting headshots everywhere. So I'm glad that they're building on it. I will watch the trailer for John Wick 4. I know it's gonna be crazy. I know it's gonna be awesome.
You know something funny?
What?
Someone made a comment on the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Finally, this man is at full health. He's been running with 25% HP these last 2 movies."
Yeah, John Wick, bro. He's fucking a beast. I wonder if they'll ever come out with the I wonder if Keanu Reeves would ever
do a spinoff.
Not a necessarily spinoff, but I wonder if he'll ever like take up another, because like, what do we know him as so far? Neo,
Constantine.
You're saying he should take up the mantle of Constantine?
No, I'm saying he's played.
Oh
Constantine.
yeah, he has played Constantine.
Which I heard there's a sequel in the works.
I'm saying like some of his notable works are like that Neo, Constantine. Did he play Constantine? I don't fucking remember.
He did play Constantine. You don't remember when he played Constantine?
I don't. I don't know why my mind is drawing.
And there was a part in the movie where like he had sacrificed himself to save someone. Like he obviously had like cancer from smoking because Constantine smoked cigarettes.
Yeah. I'm gonna look that one up.
And he was about to go, like, he had sacrificed himself to save someone, and he was about to go to heaven because I think originally he was bound for hell because of something he did. But because he sacrificed himself, he's about to go to heaven. The devil was like, and he ripped that cancer out of his fucking chest.
He said, "Get that
and
shit
made that man stay on this earth longer." I was
funny.
like, "Yo, that's wrong.
That's hard. I ain't gonna lie. You know what? I accept it. Thank you.
This shit wrong.
Shit.
This shit
Thank
wrong.
you.
Like,
Appreciate it.
Like, devil, see you better go to heaven. I'm gonna have you here longer. You gonna fuck up again.
Never mind. Actually, never mind. I was saying thank you. No, fuck no. That actually sucks. That really does suck. I would love to see if Keanu Reeves moves beyond that. I don't think he'll take up the mantle of Neo again.
You heard the MCU wanted Kanye.
I did.
Yeah, and that he kept rejecting him. And honestly, I don't blame him. Like, like his schedule will be fucked up. This man makes good movies.
Something I wanted to touch on. We were talking about what the fuck was it? We were talking about Harrison Ford being cast as Thunderbolt Ross.
Which hasn't been 100% confirmed yet.
I think it has. Like, also, we were talking about it, and this goes back to when we were talking about on that Facebook chat with you, me, and Reese. We were talking about mustaches, and we were talking about the original guy who's playing Thunderbolt Ross before the guy who just passed away. Rest in peace to him. It was what's his fucking? I know his name.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Bro, gonna say rest in peace to him. He don't even know the man.
No, I know his name. I'm drawing a blank on. Give me a second. While I think. Let me you say something.
But while he's sticking to that, Steve Harvey, the only motherfucker that can pull off a solo mustache and make it not look creepy.
No, that's not.
Now I don't give a fuck. I'm saying that like Steve Harvey, that man can make a mustache work. Like I don't give a fuck. Like who Western motherfucker? Now Steve Harvey know how to make this shit work where it's charming. Western motherfuckers is more like gritty, but Steve Harvey make this shit like work. I'm talking about like let someone be on Family Feud and they say some sexual ass shit or some off the wall ass shit and he poke his lips out with that mustache.
No,
like
no. Fuck no.
Shit is hilarious. Like I don't know how the hell this man lost his hair and somehow it strengthened his like solo mustache and his comedy. Like I don't know how that works.
No, that's Sam fucking Elliott. Sam fucking Elliott was.
Because you said closer to the mic.
Sam fucking Elliott was the original Thunderbolt Ross, and I was thinking about it. And I meant to come back on here. We don't need to recast.
Wait a minute.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Wait a minute. Sam Elliott died?
No, Sam Elliott is alive. Sam Elliott is the one who played the original Thunderbolt Ross in the Hulk movie. Then they, as the MCU grew larger, they cast what's his name? Rest in peace. The guy who passed away. They cast him as Thunderbolt Ross, and now since he's passed away, they're like, okay, we're gonna cast Harrison Ford.
Why not bring back Sam Elliott?
Why not fucking bring back Sam Elliott? That's the point. That's what I'm saying.
Like Reese is so upset he's actually dropping shit.
Yeah, I'm actually dropping shit. Recast Sam Elliott, one of the greatest mustaches. I like to hold out to say that
I don't think it'd be
Tom Selleck is the mustache king, truthfully. Steve Harvey definitely has the best black mustache, but Tom Selleck is definitely
I think Steve Harvey is definitely in the top 3.
He's top 3. No, he's top 3.
Okay.
No, he's top 3 for sure. No, he's top 3 for sure.
Okay.
I just think that when I think of Tom Selleck, he's one of those mustaches where he's like, if he were to drink like a coffee or something, like it'll get stuck in his mustache and he'll like wipe it away like without even having to move his hands. Then he got dimples. Tom Selleck is a mustache king. Fuck that. Sam Elliott, but he's good. But we need to recast Sam Elliott as Thunderball Ross. We need that back. No need for him to just be kind of sitting around not having this role and use original.
Honestly, bring back Edward Norton as the Hulk. Fuck this Hulk we got now.
Hey yo, I've maintained that I do like Mark Ruffalo as an actor. I do, and I kind of like some of what he's done as Hulk. But give me back that original Hulk. Give me back that Hulk that smashed shit.
Motherfucker that you don't want to make angry.
That's what I'm saying. Give me him back. I'm tired of all this smart Hulk shit. I'm tired. I'm sick of that. Like I want to see some. Give me some fight.
Hulk,
that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. Give me some fighting Hulk. I want some Hulk that beat niggas to sleep.
I want a motherfucker you don't want this motherfucker to turn Hulk around. Like I want to be like
no. You remember Avengers 1? You remember when Black Widow fell through that luck like fucking great? Yeah. And she was down there with Mark Ruffalo and she turned around and she saw that nigga getting pissed off. And she's like trying to get her leg free. She was like, oh shit, like he's about to, and then he was like chasing her down that like alleyway. Give me that Hulk that was invoking that level of fear.
You remember when that was in there, when Logan was in there and he heard the Hulk right here?
Yes, I want that. Yes. I want that Hulk. That's the Hulk. Yes, I'm cool with all of that. Like, yo, I'm gonna be real with you. At that point, what they've done to Hulk and Mark Ruffalo, split them niggas up.
Y'all gotta bring another universe.
That's what I'm saying. Give me them separate again. Like I would rather have just the Hulk smashing shit, kind of rampaging, because that is something that I know we may be like, oh, we can see a character arc flourish and become something different, but the Hulk is the Hulk, man. Like, don't take that away from us. Like,
or at the very least, I remember, Hulk, Bruce Banner and the Hulk are two different personalities.
Yeah.
Let the Hulk take over, cause
that's what I mean. Split them up. Fuck it. Split them up. Yo, y'all do y'all own thing. Hulk go do your thing.
Give Edward Norton, let Edward Norton just play the Hulk. He don't even got to play like Bruce Banner. He don't even got to play Bruce Banner. Just let them man play.
I just want to see the Hulk kind of. I don't think we'll see him return to his former glory.
Like Wolverine will fuck up Mark Ruffalo Hulk.
Oh, easy. Anybody, bro. Didn't Thanos beat the shit out of him?
Yeah, Hulk.
Come on, bro.
Hulk, help me. No.
Yeah, like hiding and shit. Yo, I get pissed off every time I think about it. Yo, the Russo brothers, I love what you all did with Infinity War, Endgame, all of it. I really
Except the Hulk.
Except the Hulk. I'm going to be honest with you. If there's any chink in the armor, it's the Hulk and what you all did.
And it's the fact that they had to continue what y'all had fucking made. Like, bro, fuck y'all.
What do you mean?
Fucking Hulk. Like, I mean, they had to continue.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, come on, man. Like, I didn't fucking like what they did to Hulk. I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, we've been all over the place, I think, at the end of this. But I think we got a lot of points.
The message, though, Wakanda forever, bitch.
That feels a little corny, but you know what? Chadwick Bozeman.
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
Wakanda forever.
Do it.
Reese.
Yeah.
Was in the episode.
Huh? All right. See, I told this motherfucker to not do this accent at the end of the episode. At the beginning, at the top of the episode, I said, bro. I told him off mic. I said, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think you need to pull up with that with the Wakanda voice.
And did I pull up?
You ended off with it. That's even worse. That's the last taste in everybody's mouth is you fucking walking away with the fucking Wakanda voice.
Well, for all this disclaimer, it's completely for parody.
Yeah, so, no disrespect to any of our ancestral people or just our modern people that live in the motherland. So
or Chadwick Boseman himself.
Or Chadwick himself, man. I think that's the resounding point. I think, again, just to summarize Black Panther, I think you all did a good job. Shuri, I think you were a good Black Panther. I think you did really well. Love the actor. Namor was amazing. The story was great. It was a great tribute to Chadwick. And yeah, that's it. It was a 10 out of 10 for me, but they're mixed reviews. But that'll be my stance. So when we look on this years from now, we'll know where I stood.
You heard from the man himself, BigPaPaReese. This is where he stand.
Geek
And
Goonz.
this has been Geek Goonz episode 18.
Yeah.